Welcome back inside the intermission report. Tonight, the IceHogs and the Houston Aeros facing off for the second time in a week, and our intermission guest is IceHogs winger Mathieu Beaudoin. And, well, you've been with the team for a week now, but tonight's actually your first home game. It's kind of one of those weird situations where you joined the team at the beginning of kind of a long road trip, and, you get, I guess, some bonding time. Has that worked out pretty well with you, just getting some time on the road with the team, with some new teammates?
It was nice. It was nice to actually be on the road and get to know everyone, get to know the names of every player on the team, and so those 4 days really definitely helped me a lot to get together with the boys.
It was kind of the Mathieu Beaudoin Texas tour. You had made some stops in Texas before, so you got to play some former teammates, and meaning you've played against the IceHogs in the past, and as an opponent, kind of talk about what's the impression of the Rockford IceHogs as an opponent.
It's always tough to play against Rockford. The past few years when I was in the West, we know they're a tough team every night, so it's fun to be on this side and don't have to play against them. But I think we have a good team, and we have lots of speed up front and good defensemen. So I think with the two good goalies there, we should have a good end.
Now, what I remember about Mathieu Beaudoin when he was an opponent was he seemed always to get a clutch goal against the Rockford IceHogs, whether it was in Texas, San Antonio, Houston, wherever it was. Kind of talk about your style of play and what you kind of bring to the team.
Yeah, I think I bring energy in all zones and not afraid to go to the net, and so hopefully I can bring some big goals for the team here and help us make the playoff.
And the team just ended a 6-game losing streak, but you look at the standings, things are still really tight in this Western Conference, and kind of the same from the situation you came from out east with Hershey. Things were tight out there, and this is a very important time of the season. Is it exciting? You get to this point of the year and you start talking about a playoff push?
Yeah, obviously the next 10 games for us are really important. I think the big thing in this league is to get in the playoff, and if we can stick around this 8th spot here for a while and make it for the 10 last games, would be counting towards making a push and having a chance to make a playoff. You never know what's going to happen in the playoffs, so I think for now we got to focus one game at a time and make sure that we stay in the hunt.
Now, you've been on a part of a couple of teams that have made deep playoff runs. Houston made it to the Western Conference Finals, and the Texas Stars made it to the Finals against the Hershey Bears a couple years back. Talk about the makeup of hockey teams that seem to make these long playoff runs, and is there some of that makeup in this locker room here?
Yeah, there's obviously good teams in the league, and it's just a matter of getting together and playing your best hockey at the right time. And if I think back in Austin, we had a great group of defensemen and a bunch of forward who needed to prove themselves. So I think that was our mix back then. And if I think about the team in Houston, we weren't even in the playoff with about 20 games left, and we got a good push at the end and played hot, and we're pretty hot in the playoff and make it all the way to the conference final. So I think it's just a matter of getting hot at the right time, and I think we're on the right way here, and with that getting the streak behind us, and hopefully now it's time to get some wins together.
One more for you. You spent the last year and a half out east in the Eastern Conference. You spent the majority of the beginning of your career in the West. Any differences between the Western Conference and Eastern Conference from a style of play standpoint?
Style of play, not so much. The biggest difference would be the travel, I would say. And I obviously played in every division, so I would say that I don't mind this division because when you go on a road trip, you go on a road trip. It's not like you do day trips every weekend.
Yep.
So it's nice. It's nice to get on the road sometimes to get away from things and to focus on your game. And but I'd say that this type of traveling is the one I prefer, so it's nice to be back in it.
Well, I really appreciate the time, and it's great having you here in Rockford.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, that's Mathieu Beaudoin, forward for your IceHogs. We'll be right back here on the IceHogs Broadcasting Network.